be here.
What's up, cool kid?
What's going on?
I don't know. I didn't think I was gonna see you for quite some time.
Don't
You have
do
been
that.
traveling. Listen, I know a good mommy girls trip where they need to act up. I know a good one when I see it. I saw it.
That was it. That was it. You're right. No shame here.
How many mommy single mom trips does a mom need a year?
So I'm new here. My baby's only one.
Okay.
And I've taken 2.
He's taking 2. Okay.
That says a lot.
You taking one trip to how old he is?
He's taking a lot of trips too, though.
He has? Okay.
He just hasn't made it out the country yet.
Oh,
he's a frequent flyer now.
Okay.
He's been about 4 or 5 flights.
He is? Spirit?
No.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't been on Spirit.
Oh,
yet.
He is up. Listen, if he's starting above Spirit.
But you know they free until he's 2. So it don't really matter what we fly.
Yeah, that's right.
So he's been on
right.
Delta American.
Yeah, you're right.
He hasn't made it on Spirit. I didn't want to do him like that.
Man. I be jealous when I see my friends on single parent trips. I be like, man, that look nice.
Oh, it's a blast.
But guys don't do stuff like that. Like
because y'all don't have the same responsibilities as we have.
That's situational. But what do you mean by that when you say that? Like the same responsibilities?
Okay, so say if I was married in a relationship, at the end of the day, that child is still the mother's child.
You say that, the mother's child.
That child is going to want their mommy majority of the time, no matter if daddy's in the house.
Says who? Where's that data? Where's that data? Or is that more of a personal, like, kind of what's been your experience?
I haven't seen anything different.
You ain't seen the air, but you breathe every day.
You're right, I'm going to shut up.
No, talk. No, talk. Because this is why we're here. The reason I say that is because I came from a single mother thing, like you.
Okay.
So a lot of times we've only seen what we've seen.
That is true.
And because of that, that's the only portion we can talk about, which is good. Because that's an important aspect of it. But we got to remember, our camera ain't the only one rolling in the movies.
That is true. But what I'm saying is, naturally, the mom is the nurturer. Naturally, the mom is the feeder. Naturally, the mom is the bather.
Yeah.
Does all the things in the household. So what I'm saying is, whether it's a 2-parent household or 1-parent household, naturally, in most cases, that baby is going to be looking for mommy.
No, you're right. I mean, that mother bond is something that the earth rotates for. I mean, ain't nothing better than a mother. And when I say a mother, I mean a good mom. And people will get kind of into good and bad and all that type of stuff. But I be noticing the good moms, the moms that's not so good, they be kind of floating on the reputation of the good moms a lot of times. If you know what I mean. It's like, you be like, you just keeping them alive. You just feeding them because this mom here is really nurturing and really giving the things.
Okay, so what if the other mom that's riding on the wave is doing the best that she can?
If she is doing the best she can.
Because being a mom is hard.
It is. Being a mom is hard. Being a parent is hard.
By far.
You know. You said you a year in?
I'm a year in. 16 months this week, to be exact.
I'm 8 years in parentdom. Like if parent was like of the military, I probably have I'd probably be like lieutenant, maybe a colonel.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you a private. You know what I mean? But it's really dope. So first and foremost, I heard that you have a very special event going on you're trying to raise, correct me if I'm wrong, $30,000 for 30 single mother families.
Yes, to celebrate my 30th birthday.
Wow. Hey man, that's some real selfless type of stuff right there. What made you want to do that?
I just love pouring back into my community, whatever that looks like, or finding creative ways to give back. And when I'm thinking about 30, this year has been tough for me. The world, we see what's going on, right? And if I could find a creative way to give back, I'm going to find it. It's just like, you know what? I've been on trips for, like you just said, for both my girls' 30th birthdays, and my 30th is coming up, and I don't really want to take a trip because I've been on trips all year.
Right.
It's just like, how can I do something for my city, for my community, celebrate not only me, but celebrate the 7 cities that raised me.
Right.
And God gave it to me, 30,000, 30 families, 30 single mothers.
You already got the bread?
No. I'm saying God gave me the
God gave you the gift?
He put the assignment.
Okay,
He put the assignment on my heart.
Right.
I'm like, you sure? This don't make no sense, but sure, this is what he said he want me to do. So I'm excited. It's heavy.
It's heavy? Do you
It's
feel pressure like to make the goal or?
I do, but I also know that because God gave it to me, He's gonna make sure I see it through as long as I do my part.
Mm-hmm.
So my me being obedient to answering to the assignment, which is heavy,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I know, even if I don't get it, I'm gonna be okay because I did what I was supposed to do.
Right.
And if I can't bless 30 families, maybe it's 25 or 20. I just want to be able to give back to a single mother because Christmas is hard when we talk about being a single parent. Because you think about bills and you
Mm-hmm.
already struggling to feed the kids and
Yeah.
do regular necessities, and then you throw in Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard.
That's a lot financially.
Yeah.
And you talk about the single mothers that are truly single, doing it all on their own.
Right.
And I want to be able to give a single mother cash to do whatever she wants to do with it.
Absolutely.
Now, if you want to pay a bill up, you want to pay, if you want to buy gifts, you want to go on a trip, go to Miami for the week, you do what you need to do because as a mom, you just never know what she needs in that moment.
Right. Okay. So how do people support? What is the deadlines we're working with? How do we get people involved so we can help these 30 single mother families? How do we help them?
Okay, so I have a spot fund link. It's in my bio on Instagram.
Okay, dope.
And my birthday is December 5th.
December, you're a Sagittarius.
I am.
I love y'all. December 4th is my fraternity's Founders Day.
Yes, it is.
You know what's up.
I know it.
Yeah.
I do.
You know what's up.
I do.
That's dope.
Yes, I'm a Sagittarius. Spot fund. And I'm just pushing everything through the spot fund. And I'm telling people it could be $5, $2, $3, $100. If you're feeling froggy, give me what you have, because it's going toward everything. 100% of proceeds are going to a single mother.
Right. When it comes to single mothers, is there a particular story, even your own, that made you, when you think about this, like one that particularly sticks out to you?
Well, I was raised by a single mother.
Okay.
And me being a single mother now, it's just like when I'm going through the motions on a daily basis, just like, dang, my mom was going through these same motions. Like even down to just trying to figure out where the next meal is coming from, or bathing, just managing everything, just life.
Yeah.
Working, being full-time work, full-time mom, coming home. Like there is no break. And I'm like, my mom went through this. I'm about to be 30. She went through this every day. And it's just like, wow, I'm looking at her now. She's helping me. It's just like, wow, like the tables have really turned. And I just think about the single mothers out there that don't have that help.
Do you, in the same way that some people might say, when you grow up around wealthy people, you learn how to be wealthy. You learn the habits. You pick it up, even if you don't even know you're picking them up, right? Do you think that's the same when it comes to single parenting? Like because we see our mothers and our fathers be single parents, which we don't know why they single parent, do we feel like we repeating? Because I'm in that same situation where I was raised by a single mother. Now I'm a single dad raising a daughter. You know what I mean?
I think that our generation as a whole is way more emotionally aware than they were.
Okay.
So that can go both ways.
More emotional intelligence.
Yes, so that can go both ways. I feel like the things that we saw growing up, we're making sure that we're better, we're showing up better for our children so that we don't have the same traumas that were passed down to us.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Absolutely. Being, I'm 38, right? So like, I ask myself now when it comes to single mother, single parent stuff, as a father, I don't feel like I matter at all. And oftentimes, and I'm one of the best, anybody tell you like, me and my daughter, we like this. Even my godchildren, because I adopted two. They got 13, 10-year-old, and 8-year-old. I'm very close with them. But I am their father figure, and I'm very loving. I'm a Cancer, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very nurturing.
My baby's a Cancer.
There you go. I'm very nurturing, you know what I'm saying? But when I ask myself these adult questions, now that I was raised by a single mother, it's like I see pros and I see cons, right? Certain superpower strength that I have because I was raised by a single mother. Then I see certain negative, I'm not gonna say negative, but negative
Things that we need to work on.
things that, I mean, honestly, things that as the kid, like, we were raised by our parents, but it wasn't all gravy. It wasn't all gravy. You know what I mean? And oftentimes I ask myself, well, after we unpacked what was positive and negative about it,
Right.
then we got to ask ourselves, Why is it so many single mothers? And what are we doing in relationships on our front? How are we picking our partners? Like, what's the self-work we're doing to see why are we in this? Because if everything is the person and everything else, then like we are far from understanding.
And I'm glad you said that, because me having a son, that's one of the biggest things that have changed my outlook on dating.
Okay.
Because I'm raising a young man.
Really? In what way?
The fact that the type of man that I invite into my life, long term, I want my son to be able to model after him. So when it comes down to little things, that being too aggressive or cussing in front of me or arguing in front of my children, those are things that were never going to fly with me, because I've been around that with my own parents.
Okay.
And especially, like, kids are sponges.
Yeah.
They see it, and like I said, he's only 16 months. And it's little stuff that he picked. Like, how do you know already?
Right.
And I can only imagine if I had a partner that was toxic.
Yeah.
He's picking up on all of those things, just the same way we did. But we didn't necessarily know until now that we're adults and we're looking back like, dang, that probably wasn't the healthiest way to handle that. So for me, raising a young man, a young black man at that, I want to make sure that he has, nobody's perfect, but the best model that he can
that
when
God
it comes
can send you.
when it comes for dating for me.
Okay, I love that. I like that for you. I love what you said, because it's like you're learning in real time self-healing and better moving as a mother, but as just a woman for yourself.
Absolutely.
I love that for you.
Absolutely. And it's been such a journey for me. Because coming from working in a male-dominated field, working in sports, working in industry.
That's right. You are from Hampton, Virginia.
Yes,
That's right.
from Hampton.
Athlete, one of our athlete Hall of Famers, what they say. Hall of Famer, what they say.
Played ball at Hampton University, hometown kid, Hampton High School, and just really climbed the corporate ladder of sports until I just got tired. And just working in those spaces, you see a lot of unhealed men showing up in these spaces, just like, yo, why are you? All I have to say is unhealed. Because, like, being a woman, I had to adapt to that. Because I'm not going to go back and forth with you. Like, if you want to rah, like, what is wrong? Who did it? Yeah. Like, come back down and we can have a conversation. A lot of men act real sassy. It's a lot of sassy.
Tell me about it. Sassy men.
Sassy, ego. I've dealt with all of them. And then we talk about professional athletes, celebrity athletes. That's a whole nother ego. So I had to adapt to their world. Because essentially, I was the only one in their world. So now I've dealt with young men, old men, middle-aged men, white men, purple men, green men, black men that all have these issues. So now that I have my son, I want to make sure that I'm nurturing the places that I can see that these other men did not get nurtured at, whether it's from a wife, from a mother, from a spouse, from a sister, because all those things matter.
Yeah,
they matter.
So let's stick to let's go back to the sassy niggas for 2 seconds. let's go to the SNs.
Let's talk about
it. Not the YNs, but the SNs.
Let's talk about it, because it's a lot of them. Very sassy.
So I was raised by a single mother, right? And what I've learned is there are different varieties of men that can be produced from being by a single mother. So sassiness is one of them, right? And I think a lot of it is contingent upon what type of mother you have, because some mothers are a little bit more stricter than others. Some are a little bit more laid back. Some cater to the son. Some's like, it just really depends on the personality of the mother, right? But I feel like a lot of those sassy ninjas, they get sassy because they absorb and they observe feminine energy in the way that they respond to things. So for example, I observed a lot of fussing in my house. When I was a kid, my mom would come in the house, and if I did not have everything the way it was supposed to be, pillow, whatever.
Oh, you're going to hear about it.
No. Everybody's going to hear about it. The neighborhood. And not like an angry way, but just in a fussing way. And then when I learned, I said, that is how I started to express if I was upset. It's no different from a cat being raised by a dog. And then when the cat want to meow, it doesn't meow, it tries to bark. I'm emulating what I'm seeing, not realizing that because my mother's my mother, I'm different from her. We're wired differently. So the way that I express my emotions, if I do it in the way she did it, it'll be acceptable because she's a woman.
Right.
If I do that same thing, that I am mirroring from the person that's raising me. So imagine being around somebody that you don't even know what parts you're supposed to be mirroring and which parts you're supposed to be posturing yourself. It's mad confusing.
Right. You know what I hear now that a lot of men have spoken on? Growing up, they realized that their mom had to be both the male and the female in the house.
I hate when people say that stupid shit. I do. I get the sentiment.
I get it, but like there are some women that are overly masculine.
Yeah, but a wise man once said, just because somebody walk around with a strap on, don't mean to make it real. I just think that what they mean to say.
That is true.
And here's the thing, I think that my mom had to be the man and the husband is like, sir, I cannot be anything realistically. I can never be anything that I'm not, right?
Right.
So when men talk about what's it like to be a woman, I don't understand that. Sir, I have no clue what it's like to be a woman, to be a mother, to do those things. I have a mother, so I know what I've observed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'll never pretend to know what it's like to be a woman, which is why I appreciate if I meet like 10 women, 2 of them, I wish it was more. I do. I'm praying for more. You one of those 2 though. I wish 2 of them had enough, somebody positive of a male role model in their life to where they respect fathers. Because when I talk to women, I can hear the lack of respect for fathers. And it's hard for me, well, it's not hard for me, but sometimes it can be challenging because I'm like, you're standing in front of one of the best fathers that ever did it. Me and Cliff Huxtable, we right here.
Yeah.
But,
and I just, you said a lot. When it comes to my women, I want to say this correctly.
So let me figure.
A lot of us didn't grow up with the male figure in the household.
Yeah.
Okay? And as women, we are over emotional. And when it comes to growing up and experiencing men, those things show up.
Yeah.
When it comes to having conversation or even dating, the lack of the respect of a father, the lack of respect of a man, or just a male figure, letting a man be a man. Mm-hmm. Because those are things that I had to heal from. I took my time, what I realized, because my dad, he's not absent, but he wasn't always around the way I wanted him to be around.
Gotcha,
okay?
Gotcha.
And those are things that I realized, like for me, my dad is very nonchalant. I picked it up really, really bad. So when it came for me dating, I had a really bad attitude. I just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like a lot of men was just like, yo.
You're like a guy.
On top of that, I work in a male-dominated field.
Right, so you've had to posture yourself.
So I've had to have this shell on, yo, I gotta show up like this.
Yeah.
Like I have to show up because
you gotta show up with the big back.
They gonna eat you alive.
They gonna eat you up, not the way you want them.
Because they smell it.
That's right.
They know, so I've had to show up. But now, in the past 5 years, just like, okay, after my last role working at Georgia Southern, I'm just like, okay, I don't want to keep showing up like this.
Right.
This is not healthy, because even when I go home, the boyfriend I had, he was like, yo, Mikayla, you're code switching. Turn it off.
Okay.
I didn't even realize that switch was always on.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just that I made a vow to myself that I'm not going to code switch at all no more.
Right.
What you see is what you get. Who I am is who I am. The resume is a resume. I shouldn't have to do all this. Mm-hmm. But back to women showing up, for men, it's hard because you have to take the time to heal from the absent love or the absent attention, because all those things show up in a relationship, especially when you have children involved. You have children that are mirroring your experiences, mirroring everything that you do. Mm-hmm. So for me, it was like that experience really showed me. It's just like, okay, Mikayla, take a step back.
Yeah.
Go to therapy.
Yeah.
Heal from, and it's crazy because a lot of my traumas in my life stem from my father.
Yeah.
And I'm not throwing no shade. I'm just saying,
I
did the work.
Yeah, right.
When you go through the worksheets, everything stemmed back to my dad.
Yeah.
Until I released it, it was just like, okay, because I didn't date for a minute, because I didn't want to show up unhealed. Of course, I'm never going to be fully healed.
No, I get what you said, but you wanted to give yourself time.
Yeah, I want to be able to show up.
You want to bleed on nobody.
Exactly.
Hey, listen.
Exactly.
Hey, thank you for not bleeding. Listen, thank you for that.
Yeah, and then just working in a male-dominated space, you see the cons of that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those men are not happy at home.
No,
they're staying in the office all night because they don't want to go home.
Right.
I don't want to be that type of wife when it's my time, that type of spouse. I want my man running to the house.
Listen, I get that. And I don't even trust men like that. I don't trust men who build homes that they don't want to live in.
You shouldn't.
Nobody shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
Nobody shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
I have a solution, or what I feel like is a part of a solution to how women who didn't have fathers that have real bad energy towards men, how they can start to trust men or start to see that there's difference in the world from where they came from.
What is that?
Men like myself have to do the work, and we have to be the example. We don't have to be the punching bag, but we could be the example, right? And the reason I say that is because for me, I went into like a monk mode in 2020, right? For like 3 years, I kind of was in a hole, just to myself. I worked, I didn't interact, I wasn't dating, nothing, right? And a big part of that was me trying to figure out and deal with my trauma about, my father left when I was less than a year old. I met him after I met him after I crossed Alpha Phi Alpha.
It's in college.
In college, right? So I met him when I was a grown man.
Yeah.
And he passed away this year, a week before my birthday.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. And when I first met him, he had early signs of Alzheimer's. So I never really got to know him, right? So when I think about all of that, and here's the funny part about God, right? My daughter's birthday is March 14th. My father's birthday is March 14th. God is the best comedian. Richard Pryor can't touch God.
Can't. Nobody can.
The date that I wanted to forget or I didn't want to know is attached to the person.
You'll never forget.
Never forget. You know what I mean? So I feel like I had to understand when women like yourself, for one, you've done more than most because you've actually gone through the steps of healing yourself, right? So I think that makes a big difference. Because a lot of women, for example, this a couple weeks ago, I was hanging out with somebody that I only work with, and she was super cool. But when you work with people and you have a personal conversation, you learn a little bit more about their past.
Yeah.
And she was very, she only had a sexual relationship with men. You know where I'm going with this. And when we started talking about fathers, she almost went into tears and said basically her father abandoned her. And then after that, she started to engage me in a conversation about my experiences with dating and women. And as I was talking, she kept cutting me off. You ever see somebody, now the quickest way to piss off a Zeus, right, is to ask me a question and do not give me proper respectful time or try to talk, oh, ma'am, I ain't doing this. I'm somebody's daddy. If you want the mic, you can have it. I'm not doing this.
Right.
And that is the healed version of me because I don't argue with people.
Right.
But I realized in her, as she was trying to control the conversation and, well, men do this, she was bleeding all over the conversation. And I saw, and I was like, I corrected her in a way where I didn't have to raise my voice or do anything improper. I said, listen, if I want to learn about a woman, I'm wise enough to know that I should put my top lip together and my bottom lip so that I can understand her experiences. I said, I've seen a woman give birth before, but if I really want to know what it's like for a woman, I have to listen to her experience. I said, do you agree? She said, yes. I said, so if you're telling me about what it's like to give birth, because she's a mother, I said, if you tell me what you really lived through, right, giving birth, and I say, after you tell me your whole thing, your experience, I say, I don't believe that, man. I think you capping, man. You capping. It ain't go down like that. I now just gave you a agree or disagree with something you lived through.
Right.
That is, you didn't ask if I agreed or disagreed. That's facts. I said, that's what it's like when you ask a man his life experience. Baby, I didn't ask for you to agree or disagree. These boots been on the ground, mama. I know what I'm talking about. You want to know about a man. I know about one.
Yeah.
If you want to know about one, stop trying to paint the picture that you are convinced you know, because you ain't even got enough colors to make the type of painting that you need to see.
But you also want a few, because a lot of men wouldn't handle that conversation like that. We're talking about the sassy niggas.
Well, listen. That's why I say...
They want to go back. They want to go toe for toe.
Well, it's because it's two hurt people.
Right.
It's just the other hurt person saying, well, I didn't have my dad, so it's your fault. You a man, do it. He like, well, nigga, I'm a man. Ain't nobody ever taught me how to be a man, so how the hell am I supposed to know?
Exactly.
And so they go back and forth. So everybody has to get themselves together first and foremost.
Right.
But you know how that go. Everybody wants you, I want you to get yours together first before I get mine together. And that's where it doesn't work because the man is the foundation, period. So it don't matter if she got herself together perfectly. If you don't, it don't work. If you got yourself together, if you have a woman who chooses you, she respects you, she is going to walk at the pace you're walking.
Because you're the leader.
Because you're the leader. She just wants to see that you're capable of leading and that she's safe.
Mm-hmm.
And safety is a really big thing that I hear from women because they don't feel safe with their fathers, their brothers, their uncles. Every woman, not every woman, but a large percentage of women that I've dated have had either sexual abuse from a father or maybe physical abuse or just from a male in general. That is some hard stuff to do when I'm trying to date out here.
It is very
hard. It is tough.
And I can relate because even to this day, I don't feel safe with my father. Not the fact that he hasn't done anything to me, but he never created that safe space for me to just be Mikayla.
Okay.
I feel like he's still figuring out who I am. And we're both adults. So it's hard for me to navigate that because it's just like, yo, like, I'm the kid. You're supposed to know these things.
Yeah.
But grace. But having a son, it's like, I don't want him to have to go through anything that I went through if I can stop it.
Yeah.
I can't stop everything.
Right.
But even down to the way that I did with his father, we don't get along.
It's hard out here.
That's his father.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
That's his father.
Right.
That's his father. And it's hard, definitely security as a woman for me, even in my workspaces.
What does that security look like if you had to name a couple of things off for me? Like, what does that look like for you from a woman's perspective? I'm interested.
So the type of standard that I hold men in my life to is a standard that whether we work together, you my homeboy, my brother, my best friend, I'm going to always hold y'all to this. As men are supposed to be protectors of women, no matter what the situation is. Don't talk to me any type of way. Don't yell at me. Don't let another nigga talk to me any type of way. And that's just baseline. But as a woman, just allow me to be. Like, for me, working in the male space, growing up with a whole bunch of men, I never was that emotional because I adapted to my environments, and my dad never showed me too much emotion. Now that I'm older, it's just like, wow, like, niggas just tell me all the time, like, you act like a nigga.
Right.
That's not healthy.
Yeah.
That's not healthy at all.
Even niggas have feelings, too. I did the research on AI. Even niggas have feelings. Yeah. All kind of niggas. White niggas, Asian niggas, all kind of niggas.
Yeah, and I deserve that space to be able to show up in that.
Right.
So for me, always having this image of showing up with a shell, it's hard for me to now show the feminine side. Like, of course, I've always had a feminine side, but the more feminine side of Mikayla. Because I've always had to show up as the extra hardcore, like, what's up?
Right.
Because I got to.
Yeah.
And I'm 6 foot. Like, come on now. Like, it's hard.
6'2" is on the roster.
Listen, on the roster. 6'2" and showing up in the spaces that I work in, being an attractive woman working in these spaces, these men are vultures.
Yeah.
So I gotta be like, it's a no-fly zone. Because in my career, one thing I pride in myself is I've never mixed business and personal.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm not knocking anybody that does.
Yeah, you just can't get touched too much out there. You know how it is. A woman's reputation get ate up.
All it takes is one time.
All it takes is one time. And it be the cat. Listen.
And they gonna pat y'all on the back like, that was good job, bro. Good job. Like,
I'll be honest with you. I don't hang with niggas like that. Like, when I say...
That says a lot about you.
I don't. Like, it's certain men, when women say, like, these type of guys, I be like, where y'all finding them at? Because when I say me and my group of friends, and I don't have a lot of friends, but I have a lot of great associates, we don't even hang around men that don't take care of their kids.
You shouldn't.
All of our friends, if they not in their children's life, is because their mother has completely stepped in between and manipulated and used those sort of things, but doing everything possibly can. But it's a lot of dudes that are like what we said, they sassy niggas, so they'll go with a girl and then they'll just go run their mouth. You got to understand, that's not player. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia, by the way. That's not player.
Oh.
That's not 757 player. We don't do things like that.
Oh.
Silence is what a gentleman does.
Up.
That's what a gentleman does. Because listen, if you're silent, she might let you come back for more.
Hello?
She might.
Hello?
She might.
Don't tell me, right.
Let me ask you a question about being what you've learned as far as being raised by a single mother, right? What's one thing that you struggle with right now, which is a direct effect you feel from being raised by a single mother? Something you struggle with right now as an adult.
As an adult or as a mother, or just period?
As a single mother, like, so because you were raised by a single mother, this is something that you're working through, right? I'll give you an example. For me, I had the best mother that God could have ever gave me. It's no way that I would be here without this woman. I've seen her give her life, her soul, her dedication to her family. Because I've known my mother so much, I observed her. So sometimes when you raised by a single mother, you grow up with them and they forget that you observe every single thing they've ever done. So you remember their habits as a kid and you can correlate their same habits now to adult. And oftentimes, depending on the parent, your parent feels like because they are older than everybody else and because they have raised and done a household by themselves when they haven't had to consult or with another person,
Yeah.
it becomes a dictatorship. And it's still the loving person, but what happens is, as an adult now, you're smart and you're an individual. They raised you to be smart. Now they're like, oh, I don't let men lead me, baby. So you go sit. And you like, wait, you done raised me to be an intelligent man. I done saw all this. Now, because you didn't have the best relationship with your father, because your husband lets you pretty much run everything. Now that you're at an age now where you really do need help because you cannot run everything by yourself. Now it's like, how do you get your mother to see that she really doesn't respect her son or the men in her life because she never forgave her father? So she doesn't trust that a
That's
man
deep.
could lead
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating for a son when you see your mother and you say, hey, I've lived life, right? I've had like real jobs and education. I kind of know what I'm talking about.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, right? But what'll happen is, it's funny at first. Then here's where it gets sad from a man's perspective, who wants, when he walks into a room, if he sees problems, he wants to fix it and bring order and structure and dominion to it, right? Not just let a mess be a mess and go in a room and watch TV. When you realize that your mother, is making bad decisions for the family, not based off of her having bad intentions for the family, but based off the fact that she is older and she should be retiring, calming down. She shouldn't be raising nobody's kids.
Right.
So now the family's on a decline because her computer hasn't been updated since 2000 in the 90s. Raising children now and raising children in the 90s and 2000s is two totally different things.
Not the same. Yeah. Okay. I would say for me, accepting help.
That kind of correlates. Accepting help. It's difficult, huh?
It is very difficult because before I had my child, I've always done for myself, hustle, bustle, 4 jobs, 5, got it done.
Yeah.
But now it's like I don't want to do all that. I don't have the desire to waste.
It's not fun to do it by yourself. It ain't no badge of honor like they sold it.
Yeah, like it's not a badge of honor. I'm tired. I want to be able to take the cape off.
Cape got blood on it. Cape got blood on it.
Touring some more.
Yeah.
And that's just something for me. It's just like, I feel like God has me in a season right now, just like, because I haven't worked since I resigned from my job in May. And I'm thankful for the community that God has sent me, because when I say I haven't lacked anything, it's a blessing to be able to say that. But I had to accept it and let people help me.
Right.
Which was very hard for me, thinking that, how am I going to pay you back? And no, like, these people are strategically in my life to help me through this season, and they're not looking for pay me an IOU. Like, it's just strictly out of love.
Right.
And it's just like to just sit in this season, to be able to sit at home with my son and see these times with my kid. Like, a lot of women don't get that. I've been home with my son every month since he's been home. Mm-hmm. Like, when I was an entrepreneur, he was coming to the studio with me, like, and I was able to have that flexibility. But back to just accepting help, there's resources in the community. There's people at my church that have helped me a tremendous deal. Like, on Sundays, my son runs around service. Like, I don't know where he was. Like, he is, like, but he's taken care of.
Right.
I know he's safe in this building.
Yeah.
And even down to sometimes even monetary help. It's hard.
Oh, you need the coin. Listen, we are living in a capitalistic society.
Yeah, and it's hard taking money from people. I'm still struggling with that, but there are people out here that have a good heart. And it's just like I'm able to speak that now. It's just like, and that's kind of where the 30 for 30 came from. It's just like, yo, I'm in a season where I need help.
Yeah.
How can I return? How can I pay this forward? And that's where it came from.
Man, that's a beautiful connection and full circle of why you're doing what you're doing. You are definitely in the midst of an ascension. I can see it on you. I can see
Really?
it. I can. I'm a spiritually inclined person. I may not look at it because of the beard, but I don't know. I think that one thing that you said is with the single mom and the single mom thing. I want all of our people, right, to understand that the biggest lie that's been told, right, and the biggest threat to this country has always been the unity of this right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Man and woman, black man, black woman, brown man, black, that's always been that. So a lot of this single mother thing, there's reasons why our mothers were single.
Yes.
And oftentimes the father gets the pretty much, well, he was gone, so we never get his side of the story.
Right.
So her side of the story, and sometimes we don't even get mama's side of the story. You just get, he gone.
That's it.
You might see him at the grocery store or something, I don't know.
Right.
And I feel like black parents, we got to stop doing that because it leaves a blank in where we come from. Like just imagine any other culture, Indian man, any, Chinese man, whatever, doesn't know his lineage and where he comes from. It's kind of hard to know what you should be emulating yourself as, you know what I mean? So the fact that you're taking this time to heal yourself, that's going to attract healed brothers because the conversation different. Because we can talk about very heavy things in a light way, like I can understand a woman not really understanding much about a father or feeling like it's all on the mothers because she's speaking what she knows.
Right.
What she should always remember is she's not the only person on this planet. She's not the only one having an experience. She's having her own personal experience.
Right.
But if we want to get the full view of the scope, and I always say, it's a difference between what we feel and what's real.
Yes.
So I always say, I know a lot of not good single mothers, and I do not like to even put them on the shelf as the mothers that I know. Same thing with the fathers, and I feel like fathers is like fathers is a thankless job. I always say this, it really is, but I feel like fathers are coming back like the McRib. I feel like,
Absolutely, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
Like, it should have been a thing, but now it's just like, y'all are taking pride in being a dad, taking pride in being a family man, taking pride in being a husband, leading a family. Those are things that we didn't see.
Well, you want to know why? The real truth is, our parents could have did a better job at relationship skill building.
Absolutely.
Because fathers didn't just leave because the narrative is black fathers leave because they don't want the responsibility. That is mostly really not, that's such an old narrative. Like it's like people think like Africa over there with huts and teepees. It's just such an old propaganda. Now, is it true for some? Yeah, in the low vibration of society. But these are people that's having these co-parenting situations, and they're in high positions. So it's not a money thing; it's a toxicity thing. It's a relationship thing, right? So I just be telling people, I'm like, listen, man, we got to pull up on somebody healed, or they might have to charge us for the therapy, because we can't expect other people to heal ourselves, right? And with me, I love kind of working out and figuring out how I feel because my relationship to women is directly affected by my mother. Same way with women too. And I'm like, you got to talk to women and see what they've been through. Let them know what you went through for your father experience is 100% valid. Because two things can be truthful at the same time.
Right.
And then expressing to them, like, when I tell women how much I drive to see my daughter, they think I'm crazy.
How much you drive to see your daughter?
My daughter is 8 years old. For the past 5 years, I have been driving. I get her every other weekend, so twice a month. She lives in Alexandria. She used to live in Alexandria. She lives in Maryland.
Okay.
So 2 Fridays out of the month, I leave here, drive up to get her, turn around and come back. That's like 4.5 hours there, 4.5 hours back. That's like an 8-hour drive, right? Every 2 weeks. And then that Sunday, so I keep her for a day and a half, then meet up with her mom which is an hour and a half away, an hour and a half back. So basically for one weekend, let's say like 11 hours. I do that because I want my daughter to grow up with her family here. Her mother and I, we do the best we can, but we don't have the best. And everybody doesn't want to do co-parenting. You try to say, hey, let's just do this together. It's always one parent who is, I don't want to do nothing. You got the other parent like, look, I'm down. Let's whatever we got to do to make this a better thing.
It's a lifetime bid.
The two parents, look, the two parents that are reasonable don't never get with each other. They don't never want to have sex with each other. They want to have sex with the toxic people. It's hard out here for
It
them.
is. It's very, but we're healing.
Yeah.
We're healing. I take pride in knowing that I'm taking the time to heal and having conversations and just associating myself with people like yourself that have these type of conversations.
Yeah.
Because this is where it starts.
Right.
Lord, because if you can't have these type of conversations with the man in your life or the woman in your life,
Yeah.
that's half the problem right there.
Coming from a healed perspective, your final thoughts, what advice would you give single mothers, right, who don't want to be single mothers anymore? That was a good one, wasn't it?
That was a very good one. I would say, and I say this to myself outside, like I'm a single mother now, but I know I won't be single forever.
I know that's right. Listen,
I
see how you're sitting on that chair.
Yeah.
Once this go out, listen, the DMs is gonna be DMing.
I know, and I believe that though. Like I don't wear being a single mother as like now I don't shame myself for that, for being a single mother. Like as women, we're adults.
Yeah.
We make adult decisions. We get adult consequences.
Yeah.
And our consequence, our beautiful blessings, will happen to be our children.
Right.
Right. And for me, it's just like, okay, you learn from your mistakes. You learn what to do and what not to do. If you want to be a wife, if you want to no longer be a single mother, do the work. Do the work and know that that's possible. Like I know it. Like I know I'm not gonna be single forever. I don't even move like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, truly, outside of like having conversations like this, I don't even claim being a single mother a lot. Like I am one.
Right.
But I'm a single mother. This
You don't want that to be your identity.
I don't brag on that.
Right.
I don't
It
think
could
that's a brag.
It could become one.
I don't think that's a brag.
Right.
Like I'm not knocking anybody that does brag on it. More power to you. But baby, I don't want to be single mother all the time.
You know, it's ones that wear it like a jersey. Single mama killing it.
I take my jersey off.
I know that's right. I think that's what we all doing. A lot of single fathers, and just men in general, right? I think the ones that are conscious, the ones that are wakening up, the ones that are studying, the ones that are staying out of the club, the ones that's working on themselves, right? Addressing their issues, learning. Yo, we want families too. Like we want that family thing too, you know? And it's difficult for us as fathers sometimes because as much as women, like I listen to you and how much you go through, and you're standing in the position of the woman, and in terms of parenting, a lot of times women have always had the upper hand in certain rights and regards and things, right? So when I hear the person who has the more upper hand say, she going through it, because in many ways you do, a lot of brothers just walk away and don't care.
Yeah.
I cannot fathom that. I don't even know what that looks like.
Right.
I got two that I adopted are my great nieces because my niece passed away 2 years ago.
Oh,
so my
man.
mother and my dad, we're raising a 10-year-old and a 13-year-old. They father's not in the picture. So I literally have to give my all, my everything.
Bless you though for doing that.
Well, I'm the one that gets to enjoy that because it's a blessing to me.
I was gonna say that's a gift just to be able to do it. You know,
well, I'm assigned.
Yeah.
God assigns women to certain men for protection and safety. I have women that's assigned to me. I'm not even connected with them in that way. They might be a friend. They might be a coworker. You said something real quick, right? So I was in Hollywood for like 4.5 years, right? Whenever I would have a coworker, whether it be like a co-star, whether it be like a commercial or a movie, whatever, I always was ask her like, yo, you good? Because if she got heels on and we walking upstairs, I got to make sure you walk up the stairs. Because if you fall, I'm right here. It looked bad on me. So what you said, I explained to myself, listen, I know you got a man, but right now you technically my woman. Because if you fall, I'm gonna get blamed. So I just need you to follow me. Let me get you where you got to go, and I'll return you back to your real man.
Yeah.
There you go. Unsolved. But a lot of men don't understand that. And one negative thing about being raised by single mothers is single moms, men don't get the discipline they need and the mindset they need to deal with life's challenges. So instead of fighting, they retreat because they don't really know who they are. Or they're like, well, my mom is like, my mom's just, it's like, you still have that mom-child relationship with your mother when you're supposed to grow up and be, hey, mom, what you need. That relationship is supposed to change.
Yeah.
And it never changes for a lot of people because a lot of moms baby their sons too much when they grown-ass men. Grown-ass men. They
That's
ain't your
another
baby.
Conversation for another
They
day.
not your baby, Slim. We about to wrap it up. They not your baby, Slim. They not your
'Cause
baby.
that becomes a problem in relationships.
And that's why when I was a kid, not a kid, but as an early adult, I remember one time I had a girlfriend. She was like, well, you're so close with your mom. You're probably a mama's boy. I was like, hold up. I had to hit it with the Nate dog. Hold up. Ask my mother if I'm a mama's boy. My mother, when she don't know what's going on or she needs advice, my mama come to me. As she should. Because she raised a sensible black man that understands and I update information, all those type of things. So with my mother, I say, man, you should be coming to me. You raised me. If you don't trust yourself, who the hell you trusting? Ain't nobody else raised me. You raised me.
That's real.
But it's the little girl in my mom that I can't reach right now because the only person that can do it is her father, and that's very difficult. So all I can do now is do what I always do, which is I love my mother, thankful for all that she's done for me. Without her, I'd be nothing. Mm-hmm. And understand that my mother's a person who ain't perfect, no more than me or you are parents, and our kids got to understand, hey, man, we working with what we got here. Life gave us lemons and we turned them Lulu.
Right.
That's it. That's all we did. You know what I mean? So I want to, so before we leave, tell how can people help one last time? Where can they go? Give me your social media.
Okay.
The bop, 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 ooh, wop, shabam. Where can
social media is K-Celine, K.Celine, like Celine Dion.
Okay.
So K-A-Y though, K-A-Y.Celine. And the link is in my bio. It's 30 for 30, donate. Any amount counts.
What's the time frame? We got a time frame on this? Or when we
So my birthday is December 5th.
Okay.
I would love to have 30,000 by my birthday.
Okay.
But I may extend it a little later because we still got 20 days till Christmas.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say December 5th. I need 30,000 by December 5th.
December 5th, we are not trying. December 5th, we are going to service 30 single mother families.
Yes.
With $30,000. Not a piece. They're going to split that.
They're going to get 1,000 a piece.
They're going to get 1,000 a piece.
Yes.
And that is coming from your heart. That'll be the birthday gift from you. Thank you so much for pulling up and giving me game on like what's it like to be a single mother. I know we didn't touch everything. Probably gonna have to bring you back.
We're gonna run this back.
We bring you back. When you're not on vacation. When you're not on mommy.
I'm here now.
You are.
Here. Let's
and it was
do
worth
it.
the wait. Listen.
For sure.
It was worth
Let's
the
do
wait.
it. It was fun.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
As always, I do my tagline. As always, I say, live your dreams, not your reality.
Need a shirt, hat, something.
Listen, we're gonna get you side. You 6'2". We're gonna get you right.
Yeah, get me together.
You got a small torso, so we're gonna get it fitted in.
I need that.
Absolutely, love. I appreciate you.
For sure.